Hello guys, it's Dale here and currently I'm trading the Canadian dollar and I wanted to do a quick commentary about it because I think that there's a nice confirmation on the order flow of this trade. So I wanted to show you how the confirmation looked like. Let me first comment on this 5-minute chart, 5-minute footprint. The blue line, this one, that's the level which I published in the members area for members of my trading course. And this is supposed to be a support. And currently I'm also watching for a confirmation around this support. And what happened here was that actually confirmation came exactly at that support. If we talk about this 5-minute time frame, 5-minute footprint, then what I really liked and why I jumped in that long trade was this 337 contracts traded on bid. If this appears around strong support, then it's very likely that it is a limit order of strong buyer, because buying limit order shows at bid. Alright, so this I think is a huge buyer who was waiting with his limit order here, and when the price reached this support, he jumped in with that limit order. This was everything I needed to see, a huge order placed at that support, and I jumped in that trade. Currently I'm in a long, so I'm hoping that the price will reverse and go up. What I would really like to see would be change in delta. Like in here, there was positive delta, which means aggressive buyers jumping in, but right now delta is again slightly negative, so I would like the delta to turn positive, which would show aggressive buyers jumping in, and I really need those buyers to push the price up. Alright, so I need positive delta, I need buyers. Take profit for this trade is not too far. Let me print a line here. It is a volume based take profit, and this is really all that I want from this trade. If you look at the volume profile, it doesn't matter if you look in here or in here, it is a daily volume profile, and then you can see that there's a nice volume bump here, which could prevent the price going past that level. So this is potentially a resistance. I don't want risk going past that, so I'll simply quit the trade here. So hopefully this will be a nice quick trade. You know what, let me show you this on a standard chart. Let me first show you the reasoning behind this level. So what you see before you, this is a 30-minute time frame of the Canadian dollar futures, and the level is based on this volume cluster which got formed within this rejection. This is telling us that buyers were aggressive here, turned the price from selling into aggressive buying activity, and this is very nice volume cluster here. So I placed that support at the beginning of that volume cluster, and currently I'm hoping for a reaction. I was waiting for a confirmation because there was a pretty sharp sell-off. It looked like sellers are definitely in control, so in those cases you definitely want to use the order flow for trade confirmation. Alright, so this is where the confirmation came. That was that limit order, and you can very nicely see the take profit here as well. Right, this is the volume cluster where I want to take that profit, and maybe you've spotted this. It is not just this volume cluster, but if I extend the line, the take profit line, you can see that the price was bouncing off this level in the past, which means that it worked as a support in the past. What happened when the price blew past that support is that the support turned into a resistance, or could have turned into a resistance. So this is potentially a resistance, and I don't want to hold a long trade past that. So hopefully we will see a reaction, and I quit the trade in here. And also another thing I wanted to point out is that when there is a sharp sell-off like this, if you jump in a long trade, you want to make it quick. You don't want to stretch the trade too much. You don't want to trail the trade too much. You just take the small reaction, quit the trade there, grab your profit and get out, because chances are that those sellers will regain control and push the price downwards again. You don't want to trail a long trade against those guys. All right. So right now the price is around the entry point. We didn't really see any strong reaction yet. So let me switch over to the order flow chart again, and let's see what we have here. Now this chart is showing 1 minute price chart, that's this one, against cumulative delta. What I want to see here is divergence. So ideally there's this downtrend on the 1 minute price chart, but what I like to see is this on the cumulative delta, divergence. Right now I don't really see it there, but if there was that divergence, it would definitely point to buyers jumping in and eventually pushing the price upwards, because price tends to follow the cumulative delta, right? So that's what I would like to see. Currently there is no divergence, but I'm still looking at this chart and hoping to see that divergence, because it would mean buyers jumping in. But still we do see some buyers. We have positive delta here, positive delta here. So I'm not too pessimistic about this trade. It looks like the price stopped here because this is an important zone, and now I'm waiting for another move. It would be great if the price went above this heavy volume zone, you can see it in here, and stayed above it, because then this heavy volume zone would turn into a support. If the price went above heavy volume zone, stayed there, heavy volume zone would turn into a support, preventing the price to drop. Nothing like this is happening, but it's a thing that I would like to see. Now, I haven't mentioned this yet, but this chart shows the big picture. It is a 30-minute time frame, and the footprints show total volumes. This chart is a 5-minute time frame with bid and ask footprints, so this one is more detailed. This chart, and this is where I look for huge orders. Right now it doesn't show any, only this one, but that was early in the morning. This is a filtered chart, all right? I can set it up a little bit differently. Right now it shows only trades with 50 or more contracts. If I switch it to 30, then you can see that it shows more information, more big trades. And as you can see, there was one big trade at our support level. Oh, and I haven't mentioned this, but this is a 30-minute chart, right? And it shows only the big trading orders. If I wanted to be really aggressive with this trade and go for a bigger take profit, then it would definitely need to be before the price hits this zone with those huge orders. But I'm not doing that. My take profit is in here, and the reason being is that I'm trading against a very strong trend, and I don't want to be too greedy and tempt my luck. All right, so that's why. If we look at delta now, it turned positive, which is nice. I want to see more positive delta because that means aggressive buyers jumping in. But still, delta of 29, that's nothing too terrific, so it doesn't really tell us too much. But still, good news is that it's not negative, right? So let's see what will happen. And if the price moves past this heavy volume zone and stays above it, I'm going to tighten my stop loss in here. Because as I was saying, this would then work as a new support. And if the price went past that support, past this reaction point, then I don't want to risk it anymore. So let's wait and see. As you can see, the buyers are a bit shy. What I hoped for was swift reaction, boom, quick profit. But yeah, that's what I hoped for, but the reality is that not much happening here. But still, I got my confirmation to jump in the trade. I jumped in here, and I'm sticking to my plan, which is hold the trade and ideally take the profit in here. The price is slowly shifting upwards, which is good. Above our trade entry. Delta is more or less flat. I would definitely like it to go up, but yeah, it's flat. So what can we do, right? Just stick to the plan. That's usually the best. Now I'm thinking about securing the position because the price is moving above this heavy volume zone. Yeah, now I'm definitely going to do that. So, position secured. My stop loss is here. If the price goes past this heavy volume zone and hits this reaction point, this is the reaction point, then there's not really any reason why to stay in that trade any longer. So that's why I have the stop loss here, right? Behind heavy volume zone at swing point. That's my general rule of placing stop loss. So this is where it is. I'm not taking any huge risk anymore. So right now, I'm just going to watch the chart and hope that the price will reach this place where the take profit is. By the way, you can very nicely see the heavy volume zone in here on that 30-minute footprint, which shows total volumes. You see how it got darker, this area? That means that it is a heavy volume zone. Another one is in here. This is where I want to quit the trade. We have positive delta in here, in here, in here. This is telling us that buyers are taking control, pushing the price upwards very slowly, very shyly, but they are here. What's very important now is the heavy volume zone in here. This level is now very important. If the price goes below it and stays there, then it would look pretty bad for that trade. So this is very important heavy volume zone now. It's holding our long. There looks to be a little pullback, so let's see if it holds. That's very important. We almost had the profit, but not yet. Okay. Now we need to see a reaction of buyers. That's really crucial. If we do see buyers jumping in, defending this support, this heavy volume zone, then chances of winning will be higher. So let's see what happens. This is looking good. Looks like the buyers are defending this support. Delta is positive. the price just touched this support and went up again. So hopefully this will continue towards the take profit. Finally, some momentum. Delta is turning positive. Aggressive buyers are jumping in. Just a little bit more and I quit the trade. Come on. You would be surprised how many times this happens. The price staying one tick below take profit. Okay, but now I'm out. Cool, cool. Was a nice trade. So in the end, I was able to take a full profit here. It wasn't a quick trade as I eventually wanted, but it was a winner, so that's all that matters. Now, just for educational purposes, let me draw a line to that heavy volume zone in here, where another take profit could be, like potential take profit. I'm not trading this, but if I wanted to be very aggressive with this long, then this blue line, this one, would be the place to quit the trade no matter what, because of the heavy volumes, right? You see them on the volume profile here, on the order flow here, and here. Also, if you look at the 5-minute footprint, you can see the heavy volumes in here. Well, there is actually one thing I haven't noticed. It is a failed auction in here. So if the price reaches this zone, chances are that the price will test this level. But yeah, that would be very risky to try and trail the trade past this point. But I wouldn't be too surprised if the price tested that failed auction here. Let me go full screen with this chart. So if I wanted to hold that long trade longer, I would quit in here because of the heavy volumes starting in here. If I wanted to be super aggressive, then take profit would be in here, maybe with half the position, but not with full position. No, that would be too much. So let's see what happens. Let's see if the price makes it to this level eventually, and if it makes it to this level. Delta is positive, and now when I quit the trade, buyers are jumping in. Now they are aggressive. I wanted to see this when I entered the trade in here. That's what I wanted to see. But no, the market made me wait all this time before buyers started to jump in. Aggressive buyers started to jump in. All right, never mind. I'm out. I took a profit, so I'm happy. Now let's see what happens. We have buying imbalance. This is telling us that buyers are in control. They are stronger than sellers, and chances are that the price will go up. That's what the blue number says. That's buying imbalance. By default, it's when this number is 3 or more times bigger than this number. That's how you read order flow. You compare those two. But this is more of an advanced stuff. By the way, if you guys want to learn about the more advanced stuff, you can visit my website and get my order flow course. Since it looks we have some time, let me show you. This is my website, trader-dale.com. Currently I'm running a Black Friday sale. So if you click this button, it will take you to this special page. And if you guys are interested in order flow trading, then check out this. This is an educational and indicator pack which focuses on order flow trading. There's a video which you can watch. It will show you everything more in detail, but in short, the order flow pack includes order flow video course, my custom-made order flow software, that's the software you saw in this video, and also my custom-made volume profile indicators. There's also a combo, a special Black Friday deal, where you can get the order flow pack as well as the elite pack, and the elite pack focuses on volume profile trading. But let me now go back to the chart, see if anything changed. Wow, price turned one tick before that resistance. So let's wait some more. Let's see what happens. We have positive delta in here, so it seems that buyers are still in control, and even though the price went down in here, delta is positive in this footprint. So I wouldn't really be too surprised if this was just a pullback before another buying activity. I think that the price could have been testing this heavy volume zone. See, those heavy volumes. So let's wait some more and let's see if the price eventually hits this potential take profit. So I'm going to pause the video for a bit and get back to you. So the price hit the level exactly to the spot, then turned. So as you can see, the second take profit would also work in this case, but yeah, it would be pretty risky. As I was saying, trading against sell-off like this is risky, so you only want to take quick trades. Don't trail your long trades too much. All right, so that's about that trade. Let's do just a little recap. First, this all started with this volume cluster being in this rejection of lower prices. So this showed aggressive buyers jumping in, turning the price. When I saw this, I marked this level, published it in members area, and I waited until the price reaches this level. It reached the level earlier today, and I was waiting for confirmation on the order flow because the price was dropping very fast against the level, so it was a risky trade. So I wanted to see confirmation on the order flow. So on the order flow, this is what appeared when the price hit the level. This was the level, and huge volumes appeared on bid. And if price hits a support and huge volumes appear at bid, then it is telling you that somebody big is trading there, and possibly this is a buy limit order of somebody big going long. So when I saw this was the confirmation. That was all I needed because it showed exactly at my level. So that was everything I needed for me to confirm the trade entry and jump in the trade. Take profit was in here because there was heavy volume cluster in here. I didn't want to go past that because potentially this could mean a resistance. So I waited. When the price was above this heavy volume zone, I secured the position, moving the stop loss to this place, and then the price hit the take profit. Another thing I mentioned was that another place where take profit could be taken if you were more aggressive was this blue line. And the reason being is heavy volumes, best visible in here on that volume profile on the 30-minute chart. Those are the heavy volumes. So this was the take profit. Let's call it take profit number 2. All right. But I quit the trade in here at take profit number 1 as soon as the price made this reaction. I didn't want to push my luck because again the price was in sharp downtrend and I didn't really want to go against those strong sellers. So that's about that. I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time in some next video or in our members area. And until then, happy trading.